And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Jones and Williamson in at the forward positions. Trey Murphy is out there with Fears. And it's Queen in at the 5. And for the Mavericks, big men on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. Williams is out there with Christie. And it's Flagg in at the 3 spot. Well, this is the 3rd NBA Cup game for both of these teams. And they're each 0-2 in group play coming into this game.
Yeah, it's highly unlikely that either team will be able to advance to the knockout stage of the Cup. But this isn't just some throwaway game. It still counts towards the regular season.
For the screen on Williamson. Washington.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
Oh, PJ put that finish on a highlight reel. Wow.
And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
Williams passes to Christie. Here's Flagg. Three-pointer. And it's Williamson with the rebound. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. We're about 1 minute into the first. The Mavericks pull it in. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, nowhere near at their best throughout the course of that game. A scrappy performance, but in the end, just not enough.
You know, their energy kicked in down the stretch, but too many mistakes overall. Just was not their night.
Shot clock. Oh!
Wow.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their Connected Cam. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. In terms of his team's scouting report, Zion Williamson is at the top of it. He raved about Zion's blend of skill and strength, telling me, I don't think there's a stronger guy in our league. Plus, he can put it on the deck and finish at an elite level. Zion is like a freight train coming right down the lane. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. And it's Flagg missing. For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Banked in off the glass.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Here's Flagg. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Right side, Williams. And he starts out with the miss in this one.
Boy, that's an example of a player taking what the defense gives you, just doesn't work out in his favor, right? He misses the shot.
Now, Fears. His last outing, 16 points for him. From past the arc, that one's in, his first shot this game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And new leadership for the Pelicans. Blake looking to create a tough, no-excuses mindset.
And at the risk of making excuses, injuries are what held this team back last season. So some of that toughness might be best reflected in their ability to just stay on the court.
New Orleans in the lead. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Jones. The 3. Rebounded by Gafford. For Dallas, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Now, Flagg. Gafford sets the pick for Washington. Lobbed up there for Gafford, and stolen by Fears. Washington against Williamson. Williamson double team. Taken away by Williams. Pass to Washington. Here's Flagg. Stolen by Jones. Here's Williamson, and Williamson throws it down.
The combination of quickness and size for Williamson is downright scary. Zion is a handful on the bounce,
with any kind of momentum.
Here's Flag. To the wing on the left. And here's Washington outside. Drills it from outside. Washington's got 5 points so far.
Well, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
Here's Fears. And slam dunk by Fears.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring. Now, here's Washington. He's got 5. Pass to Flag. And Flag throws it down.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Here's Williamson. 14 points from him the last game against Denver. Yep, it counts.
And you see the decision-making Williamson possesses. Phenomenal with the reads in terms of the defense and just taking what's available.
And now here comes Jones leading the break. Over in the corner, Williamson. No good on the triple.
Well, you can see they are willing to absorb some of these open shots from this guy because obviously another miss here.
Right side, Williams. Pass to Flag. Shot clock at 6. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Here's Fears. There's the triple. And Trey Murphy gets the 3. He has 7.
Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
Williams with the ball. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Pass to Christie. Ball's knocked loose. And here is Williamson. Here's Queen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A three-pointer, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And they're running. Outside Williams. Pass to Flag. Washington with this screen on Jones. To the inside. Here's Queen. Deep 2 from Williamson. And the Pelicans miss again. Mavericks trail by 5. Here's Christie. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
Boy, defensively, you deserve to get torched from deep. If you leave him that open, my goodness.
Here's Fears. He's guarded by Williams. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Yeah, and what a gut-wrencher it was for them last time they met. Ended up on the losing side in that.
Hits the three-point bomb.
So big for his team when P.J. Washington is connecting from deep. That space is invaluable.
Well, what you get with P.J. Washington, you've seen it, Doris, an all-around game.
Kevin, he's cross-positional. He can make shots in big moments. He can absorb a huge defensive assignment, and the man loves to compete.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. A different look for Dallas. Thompson, he's checked in for Max Christie. And it's Russell in for Williams. The Pelicans also changing it up. Bay comes in for Herbert Jones. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Fears. Williamson against Washington. Now here's Bay, guarded closely. 6 to shoot. Let's go. And the Pelicans miss again. The Mavericks leading. Washington kicks to Russell. Lets the three fly. Bay pulls it in. New Orleans has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. And the dunk by Williamson.
Wow, that's just the pure strength and explosiveness of Williamson. Easily finishes there through the contact.
Now here's Thompson. He's coming off a 13-point game against New York. There's Russell with the three. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And the Mavericks lead by 2. Pass to Williamson. New Orleans moving the ball around. Now here's Bay. Not a lot of room. And that one, good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Russell. 23 points for him the last game against New York.
And let's talk about his passing, guys. Let's remember he also did an excellent job of finding guys in their right spots.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball after D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go. Alvarado passes to Queen. Back to Alvarado. Driving to the basket. The Mavericks pull it in.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Russell. Washington passes to Russell. Back to Washington. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Alvarado passes to Williamson. To the wing right side. Here's Bay. Back to Williamson. Lets it fly. Rebounded by Gafford.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
On the Mavericks with some changes. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Martin comes in for Washington, and it's Marshall in for Flag. .32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Marshall finds Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Pick off in midair. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. From the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Hawkins has got it all tied up now for the Pelicans.
And tough to miss his man that time. Bay really seeing the whole floor.
Thompson passes to Marshall. Shoots the three. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. It's Dallas up 3. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Mavericks.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and in addition transition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
So for New Orleans right now, we've got Hawkins. Yves Missi is out there with Bay. Then it's Jose Alvarado. And it's Looney in at the 5 down low. You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season.
And a moment now to check out who the Pelicans have coming up. On Saturday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Atlanta Hawks. Then on Monday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
You know, Greg, with this being game 3 of the group stage, you have to start looking at how tiebreakers might work for teams that have the same record in group play. I mean, it's fascinating.
And I believe the first tiebreaker is head-to-head record in the group. If that doesn't solve it, a tie then goes down to each team's point differential. So there are a few more tiebreakers after that, but those two should take care of almost all ties.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Mavericks coach Jason Kidd addressing the upset over trading away Luka Doncic, and Kidd said he did everything he was supposed to do for the city and the team. But things change. Now we are being judged on the change. If you don't like it, then you have to get out of this business. Kevin?
Winning sure cures all, doesn't it? All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Here is Hawkins. The Mavericks making the shot. And the call will be against Najee Marshall. That's his first foul. So it's the Pelicans now. 6-point game. Here's the screen. Pocket 6. Bay, no good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Missi. He has yet to score. Now Alvarado. Pass to Hawkins. This one for 3. The shot, no good. Mavericks leading by 8. Marshall passes to Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Oh, Derek Lively, you brought the sauce tonight. Look out.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. A different look for Dallas. Flag is checked in for Klay Thompson. Christie comes in for Hardy. And it's Williams in for Russell. The Pelicans also changing it up. Zion Williamson's checked in for Looney. Herbert Jones comes in for Hawkins. And Fears is subbed in for Jose Alvarado. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Missi. And here's Bay. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
And maneuvering into position, Bay moving the needle.
Now here's Williams. 8-point game. Now flag. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Indoors with the big trade last season, there's more than a little pressure to win in Dallas.
Kevin, this organization traded away a generational star in Luka Doncic, one of the great players we've seen come into the league as an 18-year-old. And you got a player in Anthony Davis who has an injury history and is 6 years older. You better believe there's pressure in D-Town.
And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Inside. And Bay throws it down.
And forceful there from Bay, attacking the iron.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Mavericks. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Flag with it. 6 points for him. It's over Bay. Dallas, no good that time either. Pelicans trail by 8. Poke loose, out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Just about halfway through group play. Here are the NBA Cup standings.
This competition has been really fun to watch. Some great games thus far. It feels like every year the NBA Cup just gets better.
Dallas leading by 8. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Lively sets a screen for flag. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, we have all enjoyed the NBA Cup tournament, and Greg, the double meaning it brings to these games earlier in the season is just terrific.
Yeah, of course, they also count in the regular season standings as well. It allows teams a second trophy to chase, a championship that's a lot earlier in the calendar. And I'll tell you who else benefits, a lot of the young teams, because it puts them in a playoff mindset. I think it's going to help their progression over the course of the season.
First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Pass to Misi. Now here's Williamson. Knocks it loose. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Jones, how his last 10 games have gone. Putting up about 10 points a night, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you talk about defensive presence, he's the real difference maker on that end.
Yeah, he's always somewhere around the ball, finding ways to help his team by shutting down the opponents.
4 on the shot clock. Here's Williamson. That one's in, only his 4th make against 9 total shots.
And this team encourages Zion to be assertive inside. They know how skilled and overpowering he can be.
Lively a screen on Bay. To the paint. Lively's shot is off. Pelicans trail by 8. Outside, Jones. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the game.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
That free throw, no good. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. And New Orleans also making a change. Queen's checked in. And he's good on the second. Mavericks leading by 7. Over to the left wing. Marshall passes to Gafford. That one's in, his first shot this game.
The painted area is the 9-to-5 place of business for Daniel Gafford, doing work right there.
You know, with Daniel Gafford, they have an element inside that a lot of teams are looking for.
Well, let's begin with his motor. Daniel Gafford wants to play hard and compete on every possession. He's a lob threat and a rim protector. Give me all of that.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. The Pelicans make their last shot. Gafford kicks to Marshall. Here's Flag. He's got 8. Here's Williams. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Pelicans trail by 7. Gafford with the steal. Outside Williams. Bobbed up there for Gafford. The shot, no good.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Now here's Williamson. 10 points for him. Pass to Queen. Takes a 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Gafford passes to Christie. Excellent D that time from Jones. Last outing for the New Orleans Pelicans. It was a loss to the Nuggets.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well and did, just not well enough.
You know what? At the end of the day, it wasn't as close as it should have been. There were lapses all night that led to the deficit they couldn't overcome.
Here is Williams following the score by New Orleans. Gafford, it's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Boy, there was some contact there, but Gafford able to use his size to finish.
Pass to Queen. Inside. A nice shot by Fears. Fears has got 9 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And the Pelicans also making a change. Trey Murphy's checked in for Bay. And it's Williams with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Leading by 5. Driving inside. Here's Washington. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Williamson looking it over. Pass to Jones. 5 to shoot. And it's off from 3-point range. Mavericks leading by 7. Gafford with the ball. Fears covering. Gafford kicks to Williams. Now Flag. It's hauled in by Queen. Queen's got his 4th rebound in this one.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Washington, that's good. Washington's got 12 points in the game.
P.J. Washington caught his rhythm, and folks, he is cooking right now.
To the inside, Williamson. The wide open look here for Fears, and the 3 ball is good.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Dallas has gone 6 of 10 from 3-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Pass to Flag. And here is Washington. On the wing, Williams. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Williams has got his second bucket of the night. Pelicans trail by 7. Over to the wing. Washington against Williamson. And Jones has it in the corner. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Dallas leading by 7. Now, here's Washington. 12 points for him. And there's a whistle that goes on Herbert Jones. That's his first foul.
14 foul.
Williams scanning the floor. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. Fifth, the Mavericks.
You know, it's an entertaining style of play. And look, I mean, those are the baskets you want if you've got the legs for it. Scoring becomes a lot easier.
Now here's Williamson. He's got 10. Out to the wing. Here's Fears. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Williams. He's got 5. On the wing, Christie. Pass to Gafford. Just 5 on the clock. Washington sets the pick for flag. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Outside, Jones. Now, Fears. Here's Queen. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Denver.
Well, in addition to the scoring, he found ways to initiate contact from the defense and get himself to the line. The defense clearly frustrated trying to get a way to stop him.
And that's grown man muscle. Williamson relishes any chance he gets to take the defense on and finish.
And Greg, we know he's a fearsome dunker, but Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
.52 seconds left in the first half of the game. Now Williams. 9 points last game out. Flag with it. Pass to Washington. Just 5 to shoot. Dallas moving it around. Fires from deep. And it's flag missing.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. And Trey Murphy hits from deep. 10 points for him. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's flag. Here's Christie. It's good from long range. Christie's got 6 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working.
This three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Mavericks lead by 1. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
I'm here with PJ Washington. PJ, what will be the key for you guys defensively in the second half?
Not letting them get easy routes to the basket and contesting their shots, rebounding, and not letting them get second chance points.
Comes back to the fundamentals, guys.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
Greetings all, halftime is upon us and an entertaining game with the Dallas Mavericks battling away.
What's impressed me, Ernie, is the ball movement. You need to make that extra pass to get good looks.
Assists have been key for them. I'm sure they'd like to replicate that down the stretch. And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
And that game against the Hawks, it should reveal a lot about themselves, where they are currently, and where they need to improve.
And if they were to somehow win this, that would speak volumes as well. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been one outstanding game from Jeremiah Fears.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Big man on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. Williams is out there with Christie. And it's Flagg in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Back to Williams. Pass to Washington. Now Flagg. Lobbed up there for Gafford. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Boy, Gafford gets off his feet quickly, and the pass is absolutely perfect.
Here's Fears. He's guarded by Williams. Fades back. Tries again. Queen can't get it to go. The Mavericks leading. Pass to Williams. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Washington, and people doors talk about the right time for a team to go all in. What goes into that decision, do you think?
Well, first and foremost, if you are having a high measure of success, it becomes about how do we sustain this roster to not miss the window to compete for championships. If you're talented and you're winning, how do you do the best you can to sustain that kind of success?
That free throw good from Washington.
I think you have to admire the aggressiveness with which P.J. Washington plays every single night.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Back to Williamson. And it's Flagg with the rebound.
This is frustrating. You come out to start the second half, you've made 1 of your first 4 shots.
At the top of the key, Williams. Pass to Washington. Lets it go. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Queens got 8 rebounds in this game. To the paint, here's Williamson, and he slams it down right on top of P.J. Washington.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. Now here's Williams. He's got 5. Williams, a screen on Williamson. In the corner, it's flat. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Williams for three. Dallas, no good that time either.
I'm all right with him taking that shot close to the hoop, but really not from long range.
Jones, the pass to Williamson. Here's Queen, defended by Christie. That puts them in the lead. Now it's a three-point Pelican lead.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
And a moment here to look at some of the stats for Williams. He's averaging 10 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Back to Gafford. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. That's now 8 points for Daniel Gafford.
Boy, look at the length. Daniel Gafford creates so much space with those long arms in his reach.
Pass to Queen. To the middle. It's tipped and stolen by Christie. Now the Mavericks moving it up. And we can look quickly at a group of rookies having a very good run. The top scoring first-year players in the NBA for the past 10 games. Cooper Flagg, third. Fourth, Jeremiah Fears.
Obviously, two of the hottest young players in the league right now, guys. I mean, starting to demonstrate the kind of offensive firepower that they can bring to the table.
That free throw good from Washington. Washington hits them both. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Washington against Williamson. And he makes good on the layup. Williamson's got 6 in the quarter.
Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Pass to Flagg. Stolen by Jones. Now Williamson. Now Fears. Shot clock at 6. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Pelicans have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. So he gets them both. And here is Williams. 5 points in the game. Pass to Gafford. Here's Washington. From deep. Dallas, no good that time either.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And so here is Dallas. They trail by 6. Pass the flag. Bobbed up there for Gafford. Here's Queen. Still yet to score. Now Fears. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Back to Jones. 5 on the clock. Williamson from long range. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Gafford's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Washington kicks to Williams. Pass to Flag. Shot to stop the run, and Flag throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Williamson against Washington. And the dunk by Williamson.
And he's capable of being so dominant offensively. Zion just trampling the defense.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Here's Williams, 5 points in the game. Out to the right wing. Pass to Flag. Gafford sets the pick for Flag. And here is Gafford. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Pelicans leading by 4. Now here's Williamson. He's got 21. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Max Christie. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Mavericks making a switch here. Russell's checked in. Bayes checked in for New Orleans. Pass to Fears. Now Bay. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Washington. Bay, no good.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
Doris, energy on both ends. Threes and defense. That's Max Christie in a nutshell.
The very prototypical Kevin 3-and-D player, but I think what I like about Max is there's room for growth. I think he can deck it and become a playmaker.
And so here is New Orleans, following the score by Dallas. To the inside. Gafford with the steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break for the tie. And the layup by Christie. Christie's got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
We call that one the do-it-yourself kit.
Now Fears. 17 points in the game. Here's Queen. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Christie. Both good from the line that time.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Thompson outside. Down low. Here's Gafford. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
What you love about Daniel Gafford, he knows who he is. He's going to be a force in the painted area on both ends. He's going to take high percentage shots, and he doesn't mind the dirty work.
The first free throw is good.
Boy, when you think about what Daniel Gafford brings to the floor, it's length, it's athleticism, it's the vertical threat at the rim. But for me, it's about grit and toughness, too.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Misi's checked in. That one misses. For New Orleans, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Bay finds Misi, and Misi throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now, here is Russell. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game, Klay Thompson.
Fears with it. 17 points in the game. And here is Bay. Clock at 6. From deep three-point land, it's rebounded by Dallas. They've led by as much as 10. Right side, Russell. Out to the right wing. Pass to Washington. Here's Thompson, defended by Jones. Outside Williams for the lead. Misi grabs the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
To the left wing. Now here's Bay. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you love the passion from Bay inside, going straight into the defense.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
That free throw good from Bay.
You gotta like how ready Bay always seems to be, prepared to seize the moment whenever his number's called.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Marshall comes in for Washington. And it's Hardy in for Williams. Kevon Looney is checked in for the Pelicans. Jose Alvarado comes in for Fears.
Out in front now, although he left 1 point on the board right there.
For the lead, that's good from Marshall on the assist by Russell. Marshall's got 7 points in the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Looney. Inside. It's good again, and the next one 7 for 8 shooting night so far. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Now, here is Russell. Oh, lively in position. Here's Messi. Marshall defending. Lively against Bay. Driving the lane for the 3. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
To the left side wing. Here's Hardy. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Pass to Looney, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Marshall. Getting around 12 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Dallas making a switch here. Flag is checked in. The Pelicans also changing it up. Williamson is checked in for Looney, and Hawkins subbed in for Trey Murphy. Lively sets a screen for Russell. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Nisi's got his 5th rebound in this one. The drive by Williamson. Nisi with the ball. Lively's there, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And they're just doomed if they keep letting them post up like that.
You've got to deny the position to afford them no opportunity at making that entry pass into the post.
Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Well, a young big with great focus. Derek Lively just plays right through the whistle for the end one.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Derek Lively, one of those guys so easy to root for. Plays with a high motor. He's all about winning. A very team-oriented guy.
Now here's Williamson. 21 points in the game over Marshall. And it's Flag with the rebound. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. To the right side. Outside, Russell. Lively sets a screen for Russell. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Alvarado. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And we wrap up the 3rd and looking to be an exciting 4th quarter. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
Contest 2s, right? We'll contest the 2s and contest 3s, but no layups.
Jason Kidd feeling like they need to protect the rim above all else right now, willing to give in other areas.
And you have to take care of home base. Otherwise, it's going to be attacked all night, and that's not going to reflect well for you on the scoreboard.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. So for New Orleans right now, we've got Williamson. Hawkins is out there with Jose Alvarado. Then it's Yves Missi. And it's Bay in at the small forward position. Now here's Williamson. Pass to Alvarado. To the paint. Stolen by Lively. Outside, Russell. Now flag. Here's Marshall. Wants to get it to Lively and does. Over Messi. Lively's shot is off. Well, for New Orleans, shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Messi, good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got 9 assists now tonight. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Pass to Marshall. Thompson looking for an opening. The Pelicans leading. Now here's Bay. Back to Alvarado. Buries the long-range jumper. Alvarado's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside, Russell. Thompson outside. Fires for 3. Clay answers.
Oh, that's a nice reply by Klay Thompson, a great shooter and a great competitor.
Pass to Bay. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Shot clock at 5. And the Pelicans get it back. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Alvarado. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Pass to Russell. And here's Thompson. He's covered by Hawkins to tie it up. Oh, that's blocked. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Williamson, the pass to Hawkins. Stolen by Thompson. And it's the Mavericks on the break over Alvarado. Clay gets off the break well.
Well, you've got to identify Klay Thompson early. In transition, he's so dangerous.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Dallas. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Queen's checked in. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I was able to listen in on what James Borrego was going over with his team. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Hawkins passes to Alvarado. Williamson outside. Takes a shot at the elbow. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Russell. Thompson outside. Russell sets a screen for Thompson to take the lead. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Queens got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. There's a good screen to end the drought. Klay Thompson grabs the miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Russell against Hawkins. Here's Marshall. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
See, to me, the more D'Angelo Russell passes the basketball, the better his team is. Encouraging to see him focus on it.
Pass to Alvarado. Back to Williamson. Williamson throws it down.
What a move. Few do it as well as Zion Williamson.
Now, here is Russell. He's defended by Alvarado. Thompson outside. There's the three. Bay pulls it in. Bay's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Hawkins. Jacks up a three. And it's flagged with the rebound. Mavericks have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Russell passes to Gafford. Thompson for 3. It's hauled in by Queen. Queen's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Bay wide open, and he fired. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Dallas has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Back to Marshall. Williamson against Gafford. Russell with a wide-open look. Dallas, no good that time either.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
A different look for Dallas. Washington's checked in for Najee Marshall. Max Christie comes in for Thompson. And it's Williamson for D'Angelo Russell. And then for New Orleans, Jones checked in for Bay. Trey Murphy comes in for Hawkins. And Fears is subbed in for Jose Alvarado. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He knows every possession is critical now. Now Williams. Pass to Gafford. Just 5 on the clock. Gafford sets the pick for flag. Off target from three-point range. Pelicans shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Back to Williamson. Shoots over Washington. And the Pelicans miss again. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Here's flag. Washington with it. They could use a bucket. Williamson with the block.
That's Zion's kitchen. One cook allowed.
Pass to Fears. Back to Williamson. Here's Fears. Now here's Jones. Over Williams. And it's Jones, that time on the assist from Fears.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
The Mavericks trailing. Pass to Flag. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
At the line for Dallas. Flag. One shot.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. New Orleans has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Here's Fears. That's tipped. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Pass the flag. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 6 assists here tonight. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Here's Washington. Zion Williamson making his last shot. Here's Flag, defended by Jones. Just 4 to shoot. From outside, it's good.
Well, listen, he may not be lights out, but if you give him that good a look, he's going to hurt you.
Here's Fears. He's guarded by Williams. No good.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Got it! Pelicans trail by 6. And here is Williamson. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Leaves it in off the window.
This is why they go to Zion. His teammates trusting in his ability to get the job done.
Now here's Williams. Washington inside. Covered by Williamson. Now Flag. 6 to shoot. Tosses it up. No good there. New Orleans has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Williamson against Washington. The 3 is off.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Williamson with the block.
Erased by Zion. He went for it with a lot of enthusiasm.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
They've led by as much as 10. Here's Flag. Jones with it. Williams picks him up. And he jams it in.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Now here's Williams. And there's a whistle that goes on Herbert Jones. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Flag. 5 to shoot. Washington's outside. And there's the 3.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 5. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
Here's Fears. He's guarded by Williams. And it misses. And an intentional foul right there.
Jones. Fourth personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Dallas, Daniel Gafford taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
Let's lose a 3. Knocks down the 3.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Fires from way outside. And so it's Dallas winning this one. And this is their first win of the group stage after losing their first 2 games.
And as it stands, it's going to be difficult for them to make it into the next round of the NBA Cup, but at least this still counts for a regular season win.
And that'll do it, folks. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, P.J. Washington.